It's the ghost of Dingo's past. He'd remind you can catch this live every day on my Twitch. I hope you enjoy the video. I don't know if his hand's keepable. And looks like a pile. Sure. I just want to like put back the one drop. And put back the one drop. And it's creativity. Nah, it's here. It's control. I need some lands. Excuse me? Why are we solituding a 2-1? I have a full house of Lord of Atlantis and Svelun. Why did we solitude a 2-1? 2-1 scary. That seems like a bad solitude to me. I can't win. I need to draw land. Land so I can double spell. Oh boy. It's only 3 different cards in my 7 card hand. I wish it was a 7 land hand. Svelun go. Eesh. Courtesy of Lord Ace. I guess we got like the good Lord of Atlantises. So that's something. That'd be nice to stare at while they like get stuck in our hand. I might just get verdicted. I'm gonna get verdicted. Blown out. Right. Go. Animate colonnade? No, what are they doing here? Firing my fish. Fish with the red and 6. Everything with red and 6. I'm pretty sure that's what the opponent's on too. They might be playing red and 6. I doubt they are. I need lands. That's just not happening. I'm gonna play double trickster here and then have these as a surprise after they waste all their removal. They get a brainstorm every turn, so I probably can't beat this. I just need to put back all their counter spells and then shuffle them away with a fetch. I thought for sure I had to sneeze. Alright, Memory Deluge. My main phase, the Memory Deluge. I'm just looking for a land drop. The Cavernous Souls is pretty pricey. Sage is very expensive. I don't know if it's 62 ticks. 62 seems like a lot. Not quite that expensive. 53. Still very expensive. I can't beat that. They have 7 cards in hand. Not happening. Trickster also sucks. What's up, Jeremy? I want to cut it like this. Did Mario talk me into this? No, this is a play my pet deck redemption. Here, just submit it like this. Spreading seas are like only meh. But dismembers suck. Plus Pokemon Lo-Fi, what a day. Pokemon beats have been going ham. It's like ideal Mario stream. We're just spreading sees this. That doesn't seem like a great turn. I'm gonna end up pitching this spreading seas to force a negation at some point. I wonder if they're gonna solitude this again. They might. Hope they do. Hmm. Play second. They probably have a fire ice. They can only kill one, because if they kill two, then I can flash in Lord of Atlantis. And they need exactly Solitude. At which point I have Subtlety. Get free spelled on. Oh, they have a second Solitude. Absolutely blown out. Alright, well, guess I lose. I'm gonna leave this at 2. Twas a good call to leave it at 2. Get free spelled on. I got free spelled on. Actually, what I meant to say. A lot of fun. There's that Solitude from the top of the deck. Pretty sure they left it on top. I didn't actually look though. I'm gonna shove and pass. Blaster in this Hexcaster if I need to. They've given up. Alright. I think I like the way we sideboarded, so I'm just gonna run it back. Seems a-okay to me. Stupid Mutavault. I think this hand sucks. Hand significantly better. Just because of this Aether Vial. Second Aether Vial right on time. Turn 2. They counterspell my Aether Vial. That's crazy. I accept. All of Helios' generosity. Nice, I'm passing. Just gonna violin something and flash in Hexcatcher. I think I'm sacrificing Hexcatcher because I have another one. Smack. Flash. That's fine. I don't have an answer to this Avaloon. I don't have an answer to this Avaloon, then I'll be alright. Go to combat. Punch. I think I'm just flashing in Silvergill. Second Svaloon. That is a fresh haircut. Fresh Giga Chad haircut indeed. What is this verdict? Height. Guess who's back? Back again. Svelun's back. Telefriend. Alright. Play this and then punch. Go. So I can animate Mutavault to give it indestructible if they have another Supreme Verdict. I have Subtlety, which is, I think, a good enough reason to put this up to 4. I don't think I ever mulligan this hand. The old main phase 2 land, I feel you on that one, opponent. That's me when I remove my upkeep stops. Push. Is this blue-black Murktide? Yeah, let me go over the link. Mirror Shadow. I'm just drawing a card here. Probably Shaper here. Maybe. You could Trickster the Shadow to make it bigger. Spittin'. I'll have to have another black source anyways. And a Murktide. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Need to draw lands that aren't this Mutavault. Can I erase this? If I play the Lord. Just have Tricksters up for the next couple of turns. They probably have to have removal in hand though. Could also play Hexcatcher. Hexcatcher, Tide Shaper, then Lord. I think I go Shaper and then Hex and then untap Lord. Hey Pell, how you doing? I don't want to give him a connive, so I'm gonna pass. Trickster is like, I think after I get down the Lord is when I want to play Trickster. But I don't have quad blue because this Mutavault sucks. So, sure. And take my Lord. My Lord. Hey Bunny, how you doing? Looking hot. Looking Chad, you mean? Seven me? This makes no sense. You know I have a Trickster in hand, so I could just race you. There you go. Nope. Okay. Not stress enough how badly I need to draw a land. For like 10 more hours. Yeah, I feel you on that one. I think we can win this game. That kills the Murktide. It's gonna cost me a lot of life though. Also, I can't kill the Shadow because it could be up to a 6/6. So no Shadow kill in here. But if they go make the Shadow a 6/6, I can tap it and murder them. The Shadow attack with Mutavault. Well, let's say they fetch and do the thing, right? I guess it's the same either way. Tapping it's also lethal, right? If I tap it, then if they fetch... Aren't they dead either way? I guess I should not tap this. They fetch shock. I attack with everything. They block 1, take 7. How bad good is Velomachus turns? Like, what's... You gotta ask yourself, is it really worth it to creativity a Velomachus instead of like an Archon? And the answer is no. No, it's not. Tide Shaper being a 2-drop is like kind of good. Bring in Chalice. Keep Dismember. This Dismember is so ugly. The rest of them are so nice. This one's so ugly. Speaking of Archon, you have a list that you'd recommend? Something like this. I don't know if I could recommend the Shadow Prophecies necessarily, because I haven't played Shadow Prophecy in a minute. I don't know if the format got more or less aggressive. So maybe not the Shadow Prophecies, but the rest of the list seems decent. If you want to take like a screenshot, you don't like Subtlety. It's also on my Cardboard Live and YouTube. I might have to scroll down a little bit on the Cardboard Live because it's been a minute since I played Creativity. Gotta make one cut here. Surveillance like the best card in the deck. I don't see myself cutting that in like any matchup. I've always been a firm believer that Surveillance is the best card in Merfolk, and it's not particularly close. You're learning Yawgmoth and it's mind bending. Any tips? Don't watch Demonic Tutors. Got his ass. But now, Demonic Tutors has a very helpful video called Yawgmoth 101. Lucky's napping right now. He's probably napping. But he's got a very helpful video called Yawgmoth 101 and 102 that will probably help you figure out some of the lines better. Napping or fapping, no in between. Could just jam this chalice. Jam this chalice. Go. I wish I was Nap. Yeah, I don't know how you conned him into playing that Safi deck. That's crazy. I've simply been enlightened after you made me play Eon Zero. I've been enlightened after you made me play Eldrazi Processor twice. I've just realized. Just don't play decks that you make. That's so mean, I'm sorry. Is this a bully stream again? It may or may not be a bully stream again. Wait. Yeah, I mean you can. You can force me to play your deck still. I guess. I just balance it with Harbinger. I think I'm gonna balance this with Harbinger. Keep Harbinger from Murktide. They have no instants and sorceries. And they're at 14. I don't know if I care about that. I'd much rather dismember like a shadow. I think I'm gonna Harbinger. Sag. Well, sometimes the new Moto opponents have to learn the hard way, unfortunately. Fatal Push and then like Connive. This second Aether Vial sucks. Yeah, there's that shadow I'm gonna dismember. And discard the Murktide. Fatal Push, sure. Land. Sicko. Ouch. I'll let them connive. I guess I do. I guess I should have well, I could have dismembered it on their turn, but whatever. Also gonna give them ward now. I don't know if I'd sequenced that correctly. I probably could have not given them a connive by dismembering an upkeep, but I didn't want them having a counterspell. So I think giving them a connive is fine. Janina, you just got here. You don't even know what just happened. My lord. I need to draw another lord. Because I don't know what's happening doesn't mean I can't troll you. Also factual. I don't even have subtlety. I should have left that at 3. I drew a lord. How convenient. Should have left that at 3. Oh well. We're going to 1. Don't you slander Janini, they're a pure and clean soul. Can't argue with that either. But I do know Janini just got here. So every time Janini just shows up, he says, don't. This is fine. Based. Based Jund Omnath. I'm gonna die to hammer. Sag. Your foil Tron too, you're trying to be patient and get max value out of it. Tron has nowhere to go but up. Copium. They didn't kill me. Well, I prayed for more tricksters, and apparently I got more tricksters. I'm just gonna pass. I'm going for the block. And he gets it! Yes, god damn it, yes! That is right, I did it! I killed the Esper Sentinel! Oh, I'm gonna lose. Never mind. Premature pop off. How did they not have it? I have no idea. I know why you just don't get a hammer, right? What? Mart? Why would you not get a hammer? This makes no sense. They're like, please, Dingo, have a chance. Nah, Trickster doesn't stop ETB abilities. Guess I'm just passing. Could play Gil. If I play Gil, I'm digging for Dismember. Ah, yes. The third Aether Vial. Perfect. Shove. Yeah, the ability's already on the stack. What makes the third Aether Vial perfect? The fact that I don't want it. That's what makes it perfect. This is why we should only play one vial in the whole 60. 3 different vial arts. Anything but the 3 different vial arts. I actually don't care if they attack me here. What are you waiting for? Kill me! I don't taking this up to 3 was a mistake. I just continue to try to kill them. I think I try to kill them. Shove. I am dead to a hammer. So, actually I go to 1. I go to 2. Okay. That's my cutting here. Your opponent has disconnected. You boarding the forces. I kind of hate subtlety against hammer. Cut the opponent. Vile on the draw. I don't know how I feel about cutting the hex. Excuse me, hex catchers. I kind of feel like they're better than force. I don't really like these cards in the matchup, but that could just be me. I feel like this card's just better at countering like a hammer. We'll try it out. Excuse me, chat. Ah, perfect. Throw back the Sveiloon. Or the Mutavault. I think it's just the Mutavault. From John to Merfolk, yep. I let them draw a card. I'm gonna lose so much tempo if I don't play this Aether Vial on 1. I'm gonna go kiss my homies. I get to tide shape that. Hell yeah. They didn't have a stone forge. Skill. We'll get him next time. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. I'm just gonna take the one. That card should not be able to target lands. Change my mind. It's in the name. Get some skill, y'all. Y'all need some skill in your life? Sure. That. I think I'll leave this on too. Chalice on one is appealing, but I really don't want them to draw more cards. I'm just gonna clock him. See how that goes. Could die to land drop, Cigar to Zade, Hammer. It was by far the best draw, and it wasn't particularly close. You'll play fish with Orvar. I feel like Orvar is just a scam. The coddle. Jeez. I don't know if we have a very good Zoom matchup. That was the 10% fail rate you have. It says streamer luck, baby. Wild Nakatla has appeared. Dun 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 dun. It's 2014 all over again. It's your friend Donnie. Carlos. Oh god, voice crack. Carlos says hello. There we go. Puberty dingo. Chad voice crack. Castillo. He said a. Hey. Translate Castillo. Castillo. Sorry, Castillo. Translate. I don't know what this means. It's an expression. I speak the least Spanish of all time. No hablo. No hablo. Alright, what are we doing here? Are we playing Hexcatcher? We should play Silvergill, right? No hablo. No understand. I'm just gonna play Silvergill. I know, is this what explaining it? Another Ragavan. The Ragsters are coming. I could hit that Ndotha Triome. Shrink the Wild Nakatl. I could just play it as a 1-drop. I think I hit that Ndotha. No. I have another fetch land anyways. I feel like I just play the Tide Shaper as a 1-drop. Just go like Tide Shaper, Hexcatcher, Flashing. It's currently your neighbor. That's amazing. I think I just played as a 1-drop. And then Flashing, Hexcatcher. And then Violin, Lord. I don't think kicking it's going to do all that much. But maybe start with the Gill. There's no Gill in my hand. Not a single Gill. There's not a Gill in my hand. This is just up to, do I want to kick the Tide Shaper or not? And the answer is I don't think I do. I'm going to try to eat the Ragavan, but it's probably going to end up being a trade again. I'm actually very surprised by I try to trade the Tide Shaper. They got an island. I guess I'll try to eat this. B3 block. Alright, well, they only have 3 cards in hand, but I also only have 3 cards in hand, so I'm gonna draw some gas like a Sphaloon. Sphaloon would be amazing. Counter, not so much. That's fair. It's probably pretty minor, but I agree with you. I just pass, right? Take a redraw here. So take the redraw. Then pass. Mutavault can still eat the Ragavan. I also don't know how much I care about getting hit by the Ragavan. What the hex? Every time this happens, I feel like I should just leave this on too. I'm about to attack with the Mutavault. Imagine they have like one removal spell. Down to 5. 5 is not a lot of life. Do they just have nothing? I don't know. This might be just the most anemic hand of all time. From them. If they attack with Ragavan, I think I'm just taking the hit. No reason to risk my Lord of Atlantis at this point. Bluffing? No, Sphaloon. Just in case I drew a Sphaloon. Because I only had 1 2-drop in my hand, which was this one, and I drew a second one. Probably should have left this on 2, but I decided to take it up to 3 in case I drew a Sphaloon. The return of Field of Ruin to blue-white. Maybe. Field of Ruin's not, like, terrible at the moment. Need to make him sweat. Looking good for fish sticks. It is looking good for fish sticks. Also, welcome, Unrivaled. Welcome, welcome. Also, want to know what their hand is? I haven't eaten fish sticks in such a long time. That's dead. Mist Caller. Once again, Mist Caller is coming out. Green Spreading Seas. Alright. Spreading Seas, I feel like, has its moments. Romario, thank you. The raid. I hope you had a great stream, my friend. Appreciate you. Riptide Binder Mage. Oh man. If we had Tidebinder Mage, it'd be so gas. What am I cutting? I need to cut 2. Luck with the fish. Hopefully we can keep our hot streak up. Cut 2 vials, trim 1 hex, 1 gill. You're the boss, boss. Alright. Wow, just look back and see absolutely no lands. Nope. Sneep. Wow, this hand's really bad too. I guess I have to keep this on the draw. Yeah. Gross. They're also mulliganing though. I have to keep this on the draw, right? Just put back a cavern. Hope for the best. I think I could go to 5. I can't imagine a much better 5. Yeah, it's gonna be the same hand, but with like 1 less land. I don't think the 5 gets much better. And Aether Vial sucks on like a 5-card hand. So it's not like I'm gonna even like mulligan for a turn 1 Aether Vial. It's gonna be trash. Been behind one guy at the bank for 30 minutes. I'm gonna cry. Good, good. My trickster. No. You monster. You stole my trickster. Are we on the old no-lander? We are on the old no-lander. Well, it'd be really good to have that trickster. Yeah, I'm just unsummoning this monkey. It's probably for the best. Then they have to attack, and if they wanted to attack to get the loot, then it's gonna be like pretty bad for them. Damn you, Mutavault. Are we sure Mutavault just doesn't suck? If I were able to go like Svalun this turn and then double Lord, I'm gonna play the Cavern just because I have that the upside of going Svalun to the double Lord next turn. Is the Red and 6 blue-white deck list a meme, in your opinion? Or is I think it's better than normal blue-white. Clip it and ship it. I think it's better than normal blue-white. The one with the Narset Days Undoing. I think it's very good. I wasn't a huge fan of the Narset Days Undoing package, but I think that, like, the shell of blue-white plus Red and 6 is insanely good. My Svalun. RIP Svalun. It's even worse than Binding. It's a free spell. I'm gonna shove this in front of the Ragavan. I pitched to Ragavan. 4/4 Kavu. Bolt. Well, this went about as poorly as possible. FOV. Aha, you're digging me to my next blue source, opponent. I don't think I'm gonna win this game. I went from like probably being able to win this game to just not at all. Hexcatcher wasn't a bad draw. I would like an island as well. Island would be great. This card's another Force of Vigor. New fish are definitely better. I wouldn't say they're amazing, but they're definitely better. Another great draw would be Trickster. Trickster killing Kava would be fantastic. But I expect them to start dumping out like more creatures here. Or Tribal Flaming me to death or something. Kind of curious as to why they brought in Force of Vigor. I guess just for the Aether Vial. I'm at 4. Bolted the Lord. 1 card in hand. Was that a go to draw? I feel like that was a go to draw. Just gonna do it now. Attack with Mutavault, or do I need it to potentially counter Tribal Flames? I'm gonna save it to potentially counter Tribal Flames. I will turn the corner sooner or later. Doomfolk. How much should we shove in with? That's today's question. Is it just Trickster? Is it these two? I would just shove this, I think. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I forgot they didn't have an island. I made a mistake. Now they can kill my Tribal Flames. Alright, well. Hopefully they don't kill my Tribal Flames. I completely forgot they didn't have an island. I thought this was the Sultai one for some reason. He's no murderer. I got murdered. I punted that game. Well, shit. Mistakes were made. Let's run it back. Try not to play like shit. Yeah, I thought they had a blue land, which was my mistake. According to one YouTuber I saw, I made a terrible misplay. Vials are cut sometimes. I think this is fine. Yeah, Hexcatcher's the new Lord. I feel like Dismember is like pretty bad, but might be necessary. I'm gonna trim 1 Dismember. Bring in the second Hexcatcher, the third, fourth Hexcatcher. If they're boarding in Force. I feel like Dismember's like not great against the Tribal Flames deck though. I'm taking 4. Doesn't seem that good to me. This hand's probably not keepable. Maybe it is. I don't know. Guess we'll try it. I gotta lead on Mutavault, right? Go Mutavault, and then I Dismember their turn 1 play, turn 2 Shaper. Not have a turn 1 play. Got a Temple Garden. Strange. We need to draw some lands. They're trying to avoid fetching blue, it seems. Like I kicked this Tide Shaper out the Blood Crypt. I really need to draw a non-mutavault land. That'd be fantastic. I'm sad I punted that last game. That's good news for me. So I can also Tide Shape this. They probably can't have removal unless it's... Don't F6, also good call. I don't know what I would want to sack though. Is this upside down? Feels like it. Binding for 3. I'm gonna hit this Temple Garden. For sure. Binding. So what are they gonna hit? Tide Shaper? Could sacrifice Hexcatcher to itself. Keep the 2 Tide Shapers around. You think chat sack the Hexcatcher to itself, keep the 2 Tide Shapers? Kinda like that. Try to keep them off of mana. So I could send him with both. Also don't F6 with... I forgot about Fury. Yeah, you're right. F6 could have cost me the game as well. Excuse me, as well. Don't send, just chill. I don't think what they could have. Yeah, I gotta never F6. I'm not used to playing like interaction like this. Well, I mean, if I attack with both, right? And I Hexcatcher, what could they have? I'm just trying to like think out loud. What could they have? Dismember and swing? I don't like that. Send it, pussy. Calm down, dude. Calm the fuck down. How's it gonna feed the cat? This pumps the other 2. I'm confused. I'm so confused. So it should have just attacked, right? There was like no reason not to attack. But everybody told me not to attack. So I was like, alright, I don't know what they could have. They can fetch. They did not have a fetch land. Yep. Now that we get a stomping ground, this thing's huge again. Clock winning, by the way. This is not going to go down to time. They're going to start murdering my Tide Shapers. Why can I not see what this is targeting? It's not helpful. 2, 3, 4. It's going to deal 4 damage. I can't tell which one's this. What is this targeting? Is this targeting this or this? I don't. Either way, I can't really do anything about it. Flashing in the Hexcatcher doesn't do anything because it'd still be 4. Right? Apparently, it was the Blood Crypt. Take 5. That's not how that works. I subtlety this. Probably can't afford to subtlety this. Flash and Hex and sack the target to make them pay a man, and then they just don't pay. Because the target's already dead. I'm supposed to subtlety this. I don't know. I'm gonna say no. I really need to draw a land. It's not a land. Could dismember and go to 7. Go full beep beep. Going to 7 doesn't seem great against the Tribal Flames Bolt deck. But I guess I kind of have to. So I haven't been drawing lands. We should have also shoved in for 6 that one turn. Hello, no region. Am I supposed to play around a Fury? They haven't had Fury for multiple turns. I'm just gonna subtlety this. I'm not, I guess I would be dead to flames, yeah. They just redash it anyways. It goes to the top of their deck. We're really on one today, huh, chat? No, Mistcaller does not exile Evoke Fury because you're still casting it. No, it's for creativity. Puts Ragavan on the bottom. Still missed out on 6 points of damage that one turn we didn't swing. Kind of a bummer. Then sack the Hex Catcher to itself. I have plenty more Hex Catchers. I get to attack him for 3. They're sending this not face. That's probably a good sign. The turn 7 Aether Vial. It's a very large Kavu. Use 2 Tribal Flames. Trickster that I couldn't cast off the top. Land is not very good here. Definitely just block with a Hex Catcher. Yeah, I don't think playing Vial was not the right move also. Because if we needed to sack an additional creature, we could have animated the Meat of Vial. Yeah, playing the Vial was not correct. Should not have played the Vial. So I could have blocked, tapped, flashed this in also. There's multiple reasons not to play the Vial there. Might just get us killed. Hated Sugu. He tapped out a red. I'm going to sack the Tide Shaper for sure, but they tapped out a red, which is interesting. Makes me think that they don't have a burn spell. Also shrinks their Kavu. I let it die. That's not a good sign for me if they're exiling one from my graveyard instead of... Could just have Land Bolt. They don't need flames. They could have Land Bolt and that would die. They're not discarding, that means they probably have Land Bolt or something. Or a blocker. Swing with all makes me lose instantly. How do we go for it? I'm confused. If we attack with everything, we lose. We shove in for 4, they go to 1. We animate the Mutavault. We attack with everything. They block the Mutavault. And they take 4. And they go to 1. I'm so confused. Math's hard for some individuals. Well, I could trade off this entire board. I could just go block, block, block. That's not going to work out in my favor. We could go block, block, block. It doesn't matter either way. I don't think it matters here. Block. Head to that. I have 1 card in hand. Svelun. Island. Alright, we're dead. Playing the Oda War didn't matter. We could have hit him for 6. Oh well, is what it is. Do I keep the 1 land double Aether Vial hand? Probably. But he's listening to chat. How do I vote? Yeah, I definitely punted game 2 also. Because I thought that the Indotha Triumph was the Sultai one. True Belfie. Spittin'. And Murktide, huh? Could get Spell Pierced. Yep. Maybe I was just supposed to play Silvergill in case they did get Spell Pierced. Yeah, Belfie's good. Should listen to Belfie. Belfie, where were you when I needed you? I mean, it's shitty either way, because if I gill, then that Aether Vial gets stuck in my hand and it's just trash for the rest of the game. So I don't even think casting the gill was that much better. Because the Aether Vial is just not going to be good for the rest of the game. Speaking of Aether Vial not being good for the rest of the game. Hi, Aether Vial. I guess I'll cast you again. I turn on Delirium, I probably have to Violin. Trickster. Yep. Oh, eat one? I should have eaten one. Yeah, I should have eaten one. Yeah, that was better. Whoops. Need to let it attack. Definitely need to let it attack there. Two. I race them. I just have to play a Lord here. Of Savelun Charm. I don't know if we can race this anymore. We need to draw a land. Like an Ode to War, one of these go to 3. That's just not great. I messed up. This league really fell off in the last 2 matches. Needed to block. Mad no so convenient 12. Everything crumbled the last 2 matches. I didn't draw a land so I can Ode to War one of these. No subtlety in the main deck. Dismember. So I have to shelve with no Lord this turn. Silvergill. Try to hit land. See if we hit land off the Savelun. Dismember such a shitty card. Alright. Need to dodge bolt. No bolt, please. And not even for bolt. Do I even have lethal? 3, 6. No, I don't have lethal. I need another Lord. I have to hard cast this one and then draw another one and then Violet in. Okay. That works too, I guess. Dismember some shit. Hate Dismember. Guess I'm still playing him though. This definitely should have been like a 5-0 league. Tilt. It's fine. Blame Chad be a good streamer. More so blame myself for punting game 2. Because I shouldn't even gone to a game 3. Spears. Right. It's a fish to a god. What did we win last game? Lords. Odawara. Mostly Lords though. Island Walk OP. Lord got countered with Vile 1 on 3. Yep. No, we drew more Lords. 4 Lords and 7 years ago. The Merfolk hit for 16 or something like that. It was like a lot of damage. I think it was 14. They were at -1, weren't they? Or was it -2? Yep, that hurts. Buy Svalun. Play Murktide. Play Murktide. It's gonna jam another Svalun and the Aether Vial and the Otawara at next turn. I don't mind taking 6. Guess it doesn't matter how I do this. I'm playing the Aether Vial. Turn 4 Aether Vial. Go. Keep up Mutavault in case they have another Fury. I still want a way of killing Svalun. They usually only run 1, but yeah, I guess maybe. But having the Aether Vial is like not completely irrelevant because I'm gonna spend this next turn Otawaring. I don't know, it's probably fine. Play the Aether Vial. They don't have Unholy Heat, so I don't have to worry about that much. I guess they could get Unholy Heat. If they have a Consider into Unholy Heat, then they can kill Svalun. Guess I'm just gonna Otawara. Back with both Otawara, leave up Mutavault. Sure. I want to spend their turn recasting it also, that's fine. And you feel a nimble punk? It's gonna lose indestructible, it's going to die. So I'm gonna have to Otawara this now. No, basic waste don't count for domain. They do not. I'm gonna replay Murktide. They will die if they replay Murktide. They're gonna leave up Counterspell? What is this? What are your intentions? Just have 2 removal spells? That's 1 removal spell. Trickster, alright. Well, time to boot up, I suppose. Tragic. Drawing Civilian was also kind of tragic. Could have just left up the Trickster, I suppose. I don't know if it matters all that much. I guess I should have probably left up Trickster instead. I'm gonna bring the Vial up to 3, Vial and Svalun, and then Trickster on their turn. Sure. I don't think playing the Lord there was correct, but I also don't think it's gonna matter that much in the final outcome of the game. Tide Shaper. Yes, my lovely Tide Shaper. I could counterspell this, which is fine. I just don't want them counterspelling my Tide Shaper or my Trickster. I'd also take the hit for 6. It might not be the worst. If they play second Murktide, then I definitely have to tap it. We'll see, I might take the hit for 6. And then, like, tap another blocker that they have and kill them. That is a blocker. They have used 2 lightning bolts. I'm gonna take the hit. Ouch. Subtlety. Brutal. Brutal. Put this on top. Does that win me the game? Tap here. 3, 4, 5. Nope. Gotta put it on the bottom. Such a shitty card. I hate Dismember. You absolutely hate to see it. Oh, second Svalun, hell yeah. I don't think it was right to keep Vile on 2 there. With that turn that we had set up, it made a lot more sense to take the Vile up to 3. The only thing we really lost to there was them having that. I don't think Chalice is very good against Murktide. Murktide. I really don't. It just does like nothing against Ledger Shred or Murktide draws. I'm gonna keep this hand. I really dislike Chalice against them. Just don't think it does enough. Merfolk's no mer joke. Don't know about that one either. Like I'm just dismembering anything here. Just to get tempo on them. All dismember is either good or bad. There's no in between. It's either the best draw or the worst draw. And I think if you have it in your opening hand, it's very good. If you top deck it in the late game, it's miserable. I'll Trickster this next turn. I just really want to hit my land drop that turn. Because if I can hit another land drop next turn, I can double spell Order of Atlantis Trickster. I'm blocking. You best believe I'm blocking. Land. I'm gonna draw Dismember. Alright, we're gonna wait until they attack this time. Not mess up like we did last game, or game 1. Then we will ambush Viper. Oh, they're gonna get so blown out. I have to jump this in front of this in front of this. They're about to hate their lives right now. They don't even have a Fury either. Oof. Keep wanting to play Surveillance and I just drop bangers. Now if Fury doesn't do it, can't F6. Keep trying to F6 against them when I have this Hexcatcher. Play an island, bruh. See what happens, bruh. Man, congratulations, believers. Unfortunately, I suck at this deck, so I only 4-1'd. But had I played this a little bit better against the Zoo opponent, then I could have 5-0'd. Oh my lord. Alright, well it feels like I 5-0'd now. Deck sweep. I hate Dismember. Hate Dismember a lot. Mist colors never came up and I never drew them outside of... No, I don't think I ever drew this card at all, period. So I can't say how good that is. This card is the best card in the deck, hands down. These are good. I like these. I don't know about the Spreading Seas. Chalices were okay. I think I like this part of the sideboard. I'd probably play 2 Harbingers in the main deck. I'd probably cut 2 Dismembers, play 2 Harbingers in the main deck. Let's go boop. And then play 2 more in the sideboard. That card's like pretty impressive. So I'd play 2 more Harbingers in the sideboard. That card seems way better than Dismember. Dismember is just so painful that you like most of the time can't afford to do it. No graveyard hate. I don't even know like what graveyard deck are you scared of? Living End. You got Chalices and Forces against Living End. I don't know what other graveyard deck you're scared of. Dredge. You're probably not scared of Dredge. I think you can just race Dredge. Yeah, Mist Color is also good against Living End. So it's like 4 Subtlety for 4 Dismember. Because I don't know if you want to be pitching all the like your entire hand in a lot of matchups. Because there's a lot of matchups where it's just like a bunch of removal. And then like a couple of threats. And Dismember's much better against those decks.
Because subtlety, like having to pitch your hand in the early game is terrible. There's 2 for 1ing yourself for nothing. Anyways, I'd build it like this probably. Nothing major to change. I imagine the Mistcallers are very good in the right matchup. Cut a fucking Mutavault. This, I would only play 3 Mutavaults max. Mutavault just sucked most of the time I drew it. I just wanted double blue so often. I would just draw a Mutavault instead. So I'd play 3 Mutavaults and play like, I don't know, maybe just another island.
Have you
Bing
peeked?
bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peeked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.